What are you pointing at me for? Oh, sorry.
I have scotch in my mouth.
Hello, everybody.
I figured you could handle that on your own.
Oh, I was waiting for you, so you need to swallow that shit.
Too many jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than that, Trey.
Are we?
No. Sorry about that, everybody. I
think your hat looks cute tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Trying a little different look tonight.
And I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Thank you.
So guess what?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to tell our listeners that I believe that Trey has a funny headline for us.
I do.
Guess, you know what? You know what? We're going to do this every show, so I'm not...
Stop surprising
we
people
don't need
with
to
it.
come in with it and all that bullshit. Just
all
do
right.
it. Do the headline.
Bring it. Okay.
Tell me.
So this Iowa man, I'm surprised it's not Florida, but Iowa man arrested, which scares me. But he was arrested for masturbating. Sorry, kind of threw that one.
Well, people can figure out where you're going.
Where I was going with that.
He was arrested for masturbating
at a gas station that was named Kum Go. What? Have you ever heard of that?
How is it spelled? Is it spelled? It can't be spelled like
K-U-M and go.
Why would anybody name their?
I don't get it. But
is that local too? Do we have those?
What? No. Google that.
Yeah, do your own research.
Do your own research to find out where the Kum Go place
and go.
Well,
sure. I don't blame this guy. He saw a sign. He said, "Let me get in there and roll."
So he said, and of course the comments are pretty good.
Oh, here we go.
Said, well, he came. They should let him go. Said, man really came, then went to jail.
Okay. Did he go to jail?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Of course, there was people on here saying, well, that's kind of false advertisement, which I agree.
Right, sure.
Said he was arrested for loitering because he forgot the go part. He just came.
When you just come in and you sat there.
This was a good one. Hopefully you've known the show. It says this latest season of Undercover Boss is really getting out of hand.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Undercover Boss? Okay.
All right.
Dang it. It's basically where these CEOs go undercover at their own companies and they see how people are enjoying their work.
Anybody that knows that show will laugh at that.
I hope so.
Anybody that doesn't is like me.
Yeah.
And,
go check it out. Yeah. It's a pretty funny show. Anyway. So yeah, Kum Go is not for actually.
It's K-U-M, not
K-U-M.
C-U-M. Everybody, calm down.
Yep.
Quit masturbating
at the gas stations.
Gas station,
or at least go in the bathrooms.
You know what? Any gas station. I don't care what it's called. It could be called masturbate right here, but you don't need to do it. Just move on. Go home.
Privacy, or jump in your car. No.
Well. I'm sorry. I know that
moving on.
I've thwarted like all of your masturbation car
I'm still
experiences.
Throwing them.
Yeah. I mean, again, I know you try and hit 2 on the way over, 2 on the way back. Ever since we did a story about adding years to your life, you have masturbated nonstop. And I should be, damn it.
It's weird. Nobody shakes hands with me anymore.
And you know what? That's probably a good idea. In fact, on the way out tonight, we'll chest bump.
Chest bump?
That's it. Yeah.
We'll fist each other?
We'll look cool.
We'll look cool.
Yeah, we'll look really cool.
Holy shit.
I do enjoy occasionally when we do play golf together, whenever one of us makes a big putt and I'll walk up to you and I'll be like, fist me.
Yeah.
It never gets old. Everyone's like, there's always a chuckle. There's always a chuckle.
Always.
So yeah, I'll fist you later.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
So, as promised, this promise, we are going to do the Butthurt segment of the week. Or I'm sorry, Butthurt comment of the week. Butthurt comment since the last show.
I like the Butthurt comment. I think I came up with it.
Did you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to take credit for it if I didn't.
If you get a ton of positive feedback, I'll take the credit. If people say that's a stupid name, I'll be like, well, Trey
came up with
it. So there's 2 tonight, and I must say they're
There's two that's worthwhile.
There's two.
Okay, I like it.
And it's interesting. One of them, it's confusing to me because I feel like this person commented on, it was when we started talking about how the gentleman that went to Chicago, the migrant,
okay,
was unhappy because the American dream wasn't what he thought it was.
Took all his freebies.
Which is handouts.
Yeah.
And it's what he thought it was. And it wasn't. So he was unhappy. I don't know how anybody can come back at us for that. Well, I mean, do people agree? Unless you're this guy.
I went to Chicago
or
once. I didn't
another
get any free
migrant.
shit.
Yeah, we didn't get any. I lived there. I didn't get any free shit.
Yeah.
But this guy, he goes, you're stupid.
Okay.
Keep talking to your boyfriend.
Are you seeing somebody else behind my back?
No. I think he was insinuating that you and I
Okay.
were together
Okay.
as lovers.
Gotcha.
And what I question is if this guy is so upset at is being gay, like if you and I were in a relationship, is that a bad thing? I mean, is this guy insinuate? Is he a homophobe?
Yeah.
I'm going to play the role of the woke. Is he a homophobe?
Yeah.
I mean, he's insinuating that this is a bad thing.
Right. Just because we cuddle doesn't
Yes.
make us boyfriend.
Well, but what I'm saying is if we were boyfriends.
It should be okay.
If we're boyfriend and boyfriend.
Boyfriend and boyfriend?
It shouldn't be a negative. And this guy,
get shirts that say that?
this guy,
Boyfriend and boyfriend?
I'm going to call him out with an arrow. So I'm going to call this guy out.
Call him out. What's his name?
It's user VO9ZU3HK6R. Anybody knows this asshole?
So he's from overseas? Elementos.
Yeah.
P,
They like to use letters and numbers over there that make no sense, and that's the point. These people usually hide behind those.
Does he have a
of
cat
usernames.
picture profile?
He has nothing. It just says the letter F.
Oh, okay.
Probably for what we would assume.
F you.
Right. The second comment.
Letter F.
The second comment was, it's really funny, Trey, because I think it was a mistake because somebody was so ready to jump on what we said that they just didn't look into the context.
Oh.
And this was when
surprised.
I put a clip up of us talking about the idea of what if the lady the ragdoll
The ragdoll wife. Yeah.
and children, if they decided to have an abortion,
Okay.
would that be protested? Would that be allowed?
Right.
And there was a woman that got on TikTok and immediately was like, any woman that wants an abortion should be allowed to have one. I mean, she was just like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
fair enough. And I responded and I was just kind of like, and I didn't know how to word it. And I was like, did you
Are you in a
Did you look
room?
at the Did you look at listen to the content of this, or are you so upset and angry that
The question? Yeah.
that this is even a debate right now in this country?
Right.
That you're just like, you hear the word abortion and you're just like, boom,
Yeah.
women should do whatever they want. Well, after a 6 or 7 post discussion where I said, listen to the context. This is a fucking doll, like a literal doll.
Yeah. Did she finally listen?
She finally said, I see.
Oops.
Being silly is funny. I thought ragdoll abortion was a type of abortion.
A ragdoll abortion.
I think she thought it was some sort of like underground, like,
That sounds painful.
yeah, right?
A ragdoll
So
abortion.
maybe I kind of understand her comment. I don't know. But the bottom line is, everybody listen to the whole clip.
Right. We're not always assholes.
I'm doing my best to post under 20 seconds because of the attention span of people these days.
Yeah.
Listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't hear me say this woman wanted a ragdoll abortion, and or the ragdoll woman wanted an abortion, and then like freak out. Listen,
It's some weird slang.
yeah, it's not slang. We're talking about a doll.
A woman that's married to
She
a doll.
doesn't have a smaller doll growing in her uterus. I
Right.
promise. I promise. She has the right to take it out if there is.
How did she get it in the first place?
If it's in there, I support your right to remove
and
it.
take her to a hospital
Right.
and put her in a nice soft room.
When it comes to ragdolls, you and I are pro-choice.
Pro Ragdoll. Abortions. Yes.
Okay. Those are the comments of the week. I thought they were.
That's funny.
Did you know that John Daly is a Trump supporter?
Is he?
Yeah. And again, whether Trey, myself, whoever supports Donald Trump, if anybody supports him, it's not surprising that John Daly does. And I love John Daly, but he literally said on Tucker Carlson, everybody knows Tucker.
I don't know who Tucker is.
Really? That's interesting because everybody's going to go, what? People on the right are going to go, how dare you not know who he is? People on the left are going to go, how dare you know what this asshole is? John Daly told Tucker, the country needs Daddy Trump back.
Oh, shit. Coming from John Daly, that's kind of funny, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's John Daly. I support it. And guess what? It's like the top trending phrase.
That's Daddy Trump,
baby.
That's hilarious.
So this
Did he have a shirt on and shoes?
Yeah, he probably should have. But this is going to piss off a lot of anti-Trump people. But just you lighten up. It's funny. John Daly. This is the guy that smokes a pack around. He's a professional golfer. He's made millions playing the sport.
Right.
He after 3 holes, where did he go? And he's over drinking and smoking by the tree.
Right.
He's that guy. He requests a cart when he's his ankle is bothering him slightly, and you're not supposed to have one on tour. He's that guy, and he's funny, and he's great. And I just thought that was great. I wanted to share that with you.
Daddy Trump, I like it.
Daddy Trump. Do you like Doritos?
I do, the Cool Ranch.
Ooh, okay, that's your favorite?
I like the Cool Ranch.
How do you feel about nacho cheese Doritos?
I mean, they're boring.
They're boring.
They're the normal. They're okay. I mean, they're fine.
That's my favorite. First off.
Oh, you like the nacho cheese? I'm sorry.
If I was I
take it all back.
We don't have to like the same thing.
Okay.
It would make our relationship boring.
They're boring.
Well, let's change this news story to Cool Ranch. Pretend that this is the case, but get this.
Okay.
Regardless, Doritos is set to release nacho cheese flavored alcoholic drink that tastes like the chips.
Really?
Really
Interesting.
So
sounds disgusting but intriguing.
You, a man who doesn't drink but loves food, and I thought might love the nacho cheese Doritos, but you're a Cool Ranch guy.
I like Cool Ranch. Yeah.
Imagine if they said Cool Ranch, and they said it's best used in margaritas, Bloody Marys, and old fashions. It's not best taken.
So is it a mixture?
They're saying not to take shots.
Oh.
You know why? Because it's a fucking tastes like a chip.
Dorito.
And they made 2 promises, and then I'll move on. It's a simple, quick story. I just wanted to tell you that Doritos is making alcohol now.
Interesting.
They promised that it will smell and taste like the real thing.
That's interesting. Well, I might have to try this.
And that it will have the iconic Dorito nacho cheese flavor in every sip.
I don't know. That sounds kind of disgusting, but
Can you imagine sitting in the boardroom during the marketing, like the meeting,
saying we need to make an alcoholic beverage that tastes like that.
or just saying how do we advertise this?
That is weird. I haven't seen it advertised.
Drink some cheese, like
Nacho cheese.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll keep an eye on it.
Well, I don't know what's worse. I don't know if you've seen in the stores, they've got ketchup flavored chips now, hot mustard flavored chips.
I do feel like I've seen a lot of weird flavored everything.
Oh.
I mean, it's just like, let's just try every combination possible.
Yeah.
But I thought you'd like to know that. Check this out. Have you been to Venice?
I have not yet.
Oh,
I want to get there.
Well, we'll add that to our world tour.
Yes.
I was fortunate enough to go with my lovely wife on our honeymoon, and we started there. So we were there, and it's the one with the canals and all the gondola. You know what a gondola is over there?
Those ones, little boats.
Little boats.
The guy rows
Little
for
boats,
you.
and he rows, and it's romantic, and
He rubs your shoulders and stuff like that. That was the last gondola ride.
he's supposed to be rowing, Trey.
He was whispering sweet nothings.
You got a special.
Was that a gondola ride?
That was an
or-
extra €25. So get this. So there's a group of Americans, go figure, right?
Always.
always, that are in this gondola. And if anybody knows, the gondolas are probably like 12 to 15 feet long at the most, 5 to 6 feet wide. And so everybody was trying to get a selfie.
Okay.
And the gondola guy, the gondolier, if you will.
What'd you call him?
He's gondolier.
Gondolier.
He's the guy that was whispering into your ear.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He's the one that rows.
He said his name was Mike, but
yeah, Mike. I can't even think of it. I was trying to think of an Italian last name. But I couldn't do it. So this guy is telling them, quit trying to take the selfies. This isn't the time and place. Stop it. And they're like, oh, no, real fast, real fast. Well, they all move to one side of the boat.
oh no.
And they tip the whole fucking
Oh
thing
no.
into one of the canals. This guy, the poor gondolier, is like, he said he rushed one of them to the shore and he went back for the rest. And fortunately, nobody was hurt severely or died.
Did they not just stand up?
But it's a deep canal.
Oh, okay.
They're deep.
Okay.
It's deeper than standing.
Okay.
But it's just, I'm sitting here just kind of like, really? Like, I mean, do we really need selfies that badly to where the guy said, don't do that? And you're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You don't do this every day, all day.
I'm sorry if you already told me. How many people were in the boat?
It was like 10 to 12 or something like that.
Really? I thought those were like more of a romantic two-seater.
I mean, like 10. No. They're bigger than that.
They were having
You
a
could probably
group
fit
party.
8 to 10 maybe.
Okay.
10 to 12. Something like that.
Gotcha.
It wasn't just two people.
Gotcha.
It was enough to tip the fucking boat over.
Terrible.
When the guy said, don't do it. So,
Absolutely terrible.
go America, represent in Venice, and tip over the gondola.
You idiots.
Morons. God. I'm going to go to something a little bit serious.
Uh-oh.
Do you know who Kim Mulkey is?
Kim Mulkey. She's a head coach of a basketball team.
Okay, great. Do you know which one?
Oh, shit.
Well, they won the national championship for the women.
Tennessee.
LSU.
LSU.
That's a good guess because Tennessee's always up there.
Yeah.
So is UConn. LSU just won, and the name of their coach is Kim Mulkey. Do you know who John Calipari is?
He is at Kentucky.
Kentucky, correct.
Okay.
He's for the men's basketball team.
I'm doing good with this game. What's the next one?
Did you know that they both signed an extension and a contract within a day or two of each other
For their schools?
for this
Okay.
for because LSU's done well, and obviously Kentucky continues to do well. Kim Mulkey's contract is 10 years, $32 million.
Nice.
Pretty good for women's basketball.
Pretty good for me. I take that.
John Calipari signed a 10-year deal, same length of time, but for $86 million.
Nice.
And everybody's freaking out because there's a $54 million difference in their contracts. What do you think about that initially when I tell you that?
Freaking out? I mean,
Well, they're freaking out. They're saying, why? She just won a national championship. She's got them on the whatever. Her winning percentage is even better.
But I mean, it's all about the money. I mean, which one brings in more money? I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything, but I'm probably going to sit and watch a Kentucky basketball game over a women's. Where's she coach again? LSU game.
Yeah, no one cares about LSU. Sorry.
Football season's over, so I don't watch any LSU anything. So
I have a lot of LSU people in there. Hopefully they get pissed off. but you're exactly right. And that was why I asked you, because I knew you would come through. It is so stupid for people to get butthurt. I'll keep using your phrase. Over the notion that a women's basketball coach, regardless of merit, should make as much as a men's coach who's done essentially the same. It is about money. It's about revenue. It's about profit. Let me tell you, and this should nip this in the bud. If anybody's still out there going, oh, guys, come on, let's be a little more, woke, a little more modern. Let me throw this at you and see what you think. The University of Kentucky basketball program made a profit of $11 million last year.
okay, that's a profit. Okay,
It's a profit. The Louisiana State University women's basketball team
who won a national championship?
lost $6.6 million.
Really? Holy shit!
So how can you justify giving Kim Mulkey, who great coach, won national championship.
Right.
To me, it sounds like they need to. Sounds like they're still giving her a pretty good contract.
I mean, $32 million. After you
3 point something a year, yeah.
6.6.
But the program lost it because it's not. It just isn't. We can argue about this all day. Trey and I have talked about it. Women's sports is just, for whatever reason, it doesn't bring in the revenue that men's sports
Right.
does. It just doesn't, right, Trey?
Exactly right.
I mean, you don't. On a Saturday afternoon, and you're flipping, you're like, oh, I got a couple hours to kill and watch some sports. None of my teams are playing, but I want to flip on something. You're not going to flip on the women's game versus the men's. And I know we're men, but I think most of the women are the same way. And so, anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because for some reason, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be like if you and I had a company and we were mad. We were like, oh, we need $10 million for our work this year. But our company only made $1 million. Give us $10 million.
Right.
In this case, it might be
You lost.
a loss of $5 million.
You didn't even break even.
We didn't even break even. So, in a sense, I think our contract is fair, and it's not because of being a woman versus a man. In that regard, if it's about being a woman versus a man, it's in the amount of money that they draw into the program.
Right.
And you don't have to like it. But for whatever reason, people are turning on men's sports more than women's.
Well, that should tell you right there, as far as you go and win a national championship. We're not talking about a team that is a bottom feeder in the conference. They won a national championship and they still lost $6.6 million.
$6.6 million. They lost it. It'd be different if it was like, well, Kentucky made 10 and LSU made 4. Okay, well, all right. And they made $4 million. That's great. Let's up it a little bit.
Right.
But this is not even close, and that's why.
And you won the national championship.
Anyone in the national. I mean, what about
you can't do any better than winning the national.
What about the team that came in last?
Right. How much did they lose? Are they even going to have a program next year?
They're out of there.
They're done. We could go coach that team.
They've announced that we have no longer accepting basketball players.
Right.
Who are female.
We're done.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, and we've talked about it before, so I wanted to bring it up to you again. We're flying around tonight, and it's because we have so much to get to. We have so much knowledge to bestow.
Is that what we're calling it?
We have so many important stories that you need to know about. And this one took place in Vietnam.
Oh, of course.
I know we have some Vietnam friends, and so it's not about being in Vietnam. It just happens to be this guy. Because of the story, he has decided to only go by Mr. PVT. I have no idea what that is.
PVT.
PVT.
Okay.
Like Prairie View, Texas.
Prairie
I don't
View,
know.
Texas. Okay.
Mr. PVT. He will not release his real name, and you'll find out why. He's 35 years old. He had about 5 months of headaches.
Uh-oh.
Regular discharge from the nose and throat.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes snot, sometimes pus for 5 months. And so one day he was kind of like, he was in pain. He was in absolute pain.
He was tired of it, I'm sure.
And he's probably like, this is enough. And he started kind of, messing around with his face, I guess. And he found a weird object in his nose. Then he started to kind of tug on it with tweezers.
What the heck?
And he couldn't get it out. He got part of it out, and then there was this huge discharge that just all came out. And I'm going to gross everybody out, but this is what happens, so take it easy.
Can't wait to see
And
this
his
picture.
head was exploded. He said his head cracked like it was going to explode. And so his family said, I think it's time to go to the doctor.
Think so?
Because he was like being stubborn. He's like, whatever, I'll be fine. After 5 months. So they made him go to the doctor. And they did an x-ray. Apparently there was a pair of chopsticks up his nose into his...
How?
Poking his brain.
How the fuck did he get chopsticks and not know this?
I confirmed this story by multiple sources, by the way. This is not bullshit. Apparently, they asked him the same question, Trey. If you and I were doctors, which is funny in and of itself,
I can't just
unless we were like,
did what?
Unless we were like boob doctors, that would make sense. But if we were doctors and they came in and then this happened, how the fuck did you get chopsticks in your face? I've been telling them, like, seriously. Well, apparently this guy goes, for the longest time I didn't remember, but I'm starting to remember. There was a night I was rowdy at the bar.
Of course.
And I may have been stabbed with something sharp.
Holy shit. So some type of fight or something?
That's what the family said. Okay.
And somebody
he came
shoved
home
chopsticks.
and they shoved him up, and apparently there was room. And so they ended up taking him out, obviously, and then everything went crazy in his pain. And then they repaired, there was a couple of indentures, if that's the right word, in his brain. Because the chopsticks were pushing up into his brain.
I was about to say, how long are these things? How do you not realize? I mean, his head can't.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've got a big old head, but
Trey,
I can't imagine a chopstick.
When I read this, I said, this is horseshit. And I looked at like 26 different sources. And I said, hey, this guy, this happened. And I guess, there are chopsticks. And like, we don't know. Maybe over here, we have chopsticks that are the same size. We're Americans, whatever. We act cool. Like, we know how to use them. Maybe over there they have like smaller ones. I don't know. Wow. But either
they
way,
broke off or something.
Or maybe they snapped off or something. But can you imagine getting in a fight? I mean, you're a karate guy. I'm sorry, Taekwondo. Hiya. And
that was pathetic.
And would you? But I mean, I can't imagine people over there just like, all right, let's go, bro, and they just pick up chopsticks and just stab the guy in the face.
Yeah.
And the doctor goes, just in case you didn't know, this could have killed him.
No shit. Yeah.
You don't say.
I don't have to be a doctor to know that.
If you put 2 chopsticks up my nose, I'm going to assume that I'm about to die.
Right.
So anyway, this guy, I mean, I don't have a lot to say about it. I just thought you should know that people in Vietnam are battling each other with chopsticks. Apparently the guys, okay, believe it or not, the one in question, they pulled him out.
He eats with a fork now?
And he's like, fuck chopsticks, dude. Give me a fork. And it better not be plastic either.
Or was it a spork? Yeah.
I thought spork, is that only like fast food?
Taco Bell.
Is that who invented it?
Sporks? Yeah, I don't know if it invented
Not even, look.
It was Billy Spork that invented it.
I don't even... We should say that and make people think it. If you need to know, this Billy Spork, he died in 1987. He invented the spork in 1934.
Fabian Edward Spork.
He had a vision. And he carried it out. Everybody.
He wanted to eat soup with meat in it, and he couldn't figure it out.
He wanted to eat both pasta and soup at the same time.
He liked to party.
That's right. Oh man. So Vietnam, chopsticks up the nose.
Up the nose.
We're flying, and this is what, when I come up with all of these stories, Trey, and you come up with all of these stories, this is just the way to do it. I mean, do we really need to analyze a guy getting chopsticks shoved up his nose?
We do.
What was happening at the time? What were they saying to each other? And if you want to try the accent, go ahead. What were they saying at the time that made a guy go, I'm going to grab this pair of chopsticks and shove them up your nose?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Which one's weirder, the fact that you have 2 chopsticks in your nose for months and don't realize it, or
that it happened to begin with?
The other person decided, you know what? I'm going to shove chopsticks up your.
You're always thinking about the ass.
Up your nose, not the butt.
You know what?
Up your nose. The butt might not have been too bad, but
I thought we would get through a show without you thinking about something in the ass. But I just don't know how he got 5 months. I mean, really?
Yeah.
That was the part that to me, I was like, come on, this can't be real. But according to multiple sources, this is a real story. So we're going to go with it.
All right. We appreciate that.
We try and get at least 2 sources before.
I don't.
No, I'm kidding. I seriously, Trey, I'm not even joking, looked up 8 to 10 sources just to make sure this was the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But he's alive and kicking. Anyway.
I can't imagine somebody bringing some chopsticks to his table. He's like, no!
The next time he goes out for any food over there, it's just like, please, I need a fork.
You need fork? You got fork?
Both of those were the worst possible accents we could do. We're happy to offend everybody out there. Write us and put a comment, and you might make the Butthurt comment of the week.
I like it.
Trey and I are doing our best with accents, okay?
Oh, shit.
I'm going to shift back to this country. Look.
Please tell me it's from Florida.
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
The Florida of the East?
It's Joe Biden again.
Oh.
It's Joe Biden.
Is he sponsoring some new pudding flavor?
Well.
Like nacho cheese flavor pudding?
God. Oh, my God. That would be so... Can you imagine? They're just trying everything. Doritos is like, we're going to put it out. We're going to make it a cereal. We're going to make it a ice cream.
Oh, God.
Cupcakes.
That's gross.
And so, but Joe Biden and this Zelensky character, who's the president of Ukraine.
Zelensky, okay.
Yeah, met President Zelensky, and they met and they did a press conference. What that means is they did a press conference together, Trey.
So they had to make Joe put some clothes on.
So that Joe had to have some pants on, and his wife wiped his mouth from the chocolate pudding. And they went on and they talked about the issue over there right now, which is this resistance to Vladimir Putin, which nobody likes, including Stay in the Gray podcast. Everybody. Yeah. I'm not supporting Vladimir Putin by bitching about Zelensky and Biden.
Right.
But where's the line on how much we give to Ukraine? What would you max out at? $500?
$525.
$525. We have given over $75 billion to the Ukraine for this cause. And there's a breakdown of it, and weapons and food and this and that and all that. And it breaks it down. And Zelensky's over here going, anything else you can do would be great.
Summer home.
And Biden, yeah. And Biden's going, okay, hold on. Let me eat my pudding. And he's just like, sure, we support you. And with the premise that the support comes because of this fear of Putin. If Vladimir Putin and Russia wins this conflict between them and the Ukraine,
are they going to become
which, by the way, I think Ukraine is about the size of Nebraska.
I was about to say, is that going to be
apparently, if that happens, it's what they're saying is that it's the world is in danger. NATO is in danger. Everybody's in danger because Putin will have conquered Ukraine. And I don't want the Ukrainian people to suffer. I don't want the Russian civilians to suffer. I'm not a Putin guy. I'm not a Zelensky guy. He's not. Look, this Zelensky guy has a lot of ghosts in his closet too. And so a lot of people talk about Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son. And we're not going to get into this because it's just a quick segment.
That, and I don't know about it.
But Hunter Biden, who is Joe Biden's son, has been known and proven to be involved with Ukrainian business, Ukrainian profiting, et cetera, et cetera. And so for me, it's simple. And a lot of people say, well, it's not simple. But I think in this case, it should be a little easier than what people are making it out to be. We have people that don't have food. We have people that don't have a home. We have military veterans.
Our own veterans that are out there.
Our own veterans who are committing suicide all the time, and they have no mental help because it's taking 90 days to get back to them. We have issues here at home.
Right.
Not to mention a ridiculously high debt. And $75 billion seems like a little much. I'm okay to help them out and to say, hey, look, Vladimir Putin's a dick. But for people to sit here and turn a blind eye to Zelensky and think he's okay and he's not a dick in his own right, that's the problem right now. And so Biden comes out and does this thing, and then Donald Trump came out and said, well, we're going to stop this.
Daddy Trump.
And he said, we're going to stop this. And of course, then Biden comes back and goes, see what I mean? He wants Putin to win.
Wow.
Well, no. And again, come at us. We're not supporting Donald Trump, but in this case, he's making sense. It's not about wanting Putin to win or lose. It's about the United States, which is what our president is responsible for.
Right.
Regardless of what you people want to say.
What do you mean by you people?
You people who think that we're supposed to regulate the world.
Yeah.
We're not. The president's supposed to control our country.
Right.
And help out when needed, but guess what? This is getting a little out of hand. I mean, did you notice that we didn't hear much about Ukraine for how long because of Gaza and Hamas and Israel, and all of a sudden that dies down and we're back to Ukraine again.
Yeah. That was
And you're going,
Isn't $5 billion a lot? I mean, what if we use $5 billion and then we spent the $70 billion here?
Right? I mean, here's $5 billion, guys. Get some more guns. I don't understand what do you need $75 billion for?
Or $20 billion, and then we'll get the 55 here. I don't know.
You could keep doing that until you get to about halfway, and you go, why are we giving more than half? Why are we getting even close to half? And so it's frustrating to me. So I wanted to bring it up.
Let's fix our shit here.
I have a feeling that the butthurt comment of the week is going to come from this segment.
Yeah.
Just because for some reason people are so pro-Ukraine and so anti-Putin. And again, we're anti-Putin. I mean, that guy's an asshole. But Zelensky is no angel, so stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
He is no angel. Stop saying he's a good guy.
Right. Hashtag Daddy Trump.
Hashtag
Zelensky, not an angel.
Zelensky is an asshole.
Hashtag Biden wants more pudding.
There you go. Look, you do those and we're going to make it everywhere.
Yep.
So, again, no big conversation about it. It needed to be said. I think you were on the same page. Do you have anything to add to that?
No.
I love how I talk for 10 minutes. I'm like, Trey, give me something. You're like, no.
I'm giving you emotional support over
I think in this case, we're on the same page. I feel like, and then it's so confusing. I feel like everybody should be. I can't imagine somebody's like,
Send more billions
and screw this guy down my road here who's under the bridge and has no food.
I guess I'm curious, and maybe this is a stupid even thought, but would it be less expensive if we just joined and helped? Or I don't want to
sending troops over.
I don't want to our American troops to have to suffer, but
that's interesting. You tend to do this every once in a while. You throw an interesting. I feel like
it's like we're not going to join.
No, we're not going to join.
But we'll send you $75 billion, our weapons, our support. Here's money to go fight, but we don't.
Well, and I think that, but I think you could get away with that with like you said, $5 billion.
Right.
Like, here's $5 billion. That's
you just don't get the designer guns. You have to go with the
old school,
the bargain brand.
You have to reload each time.
Right.
But you're right. We're not sending anybody over there, and we shouldn't. This is not. Come on. This is Ukraine and Russia. I mean, what do we have to do with this shit?
Yeah.
And people can argue about the Iraq whatever. That at least had something to do with us, whether it was right or wrong. I mean, we were involved.
Right.
This is not us.
No.
At all. If and again, Putin equals asshole. Everybody, calm down.
Yeah.
But if he was to take over and Ukraine was to fall, he's not going any further. Everybody's going to, finally everybody's going to step up and go, okay, let's go. And he's done.
Yeah.
And unless people think I'm wrong, which I think a lot of people might. People go, no, he can start and it'll be this big, it'll get an uprising, a movement, and he'll take people with him, and then North Korea and China will join, and which is the big fear. That to me, that's the fear that no one talks about, is the fact that China and Russia and North Korea have very similar ideologies.
Yeah.
This is boring, right? You want to move on?
A little bit.
All right. In conclusion, fuck Putin, fuck Zelensky, fuck Joe Biden. I mean, fuck Donald Trump. Why not? Fuck them all.
I kind of have a craving for some pudding right now, too.
Yeah. Well, we can call Joe. Joe.
Go, Joe.
Ask him we need to send him a message to be like, what's your favorite pudding?
Yeah.
Flavor and brand.
There we go.
I can't remember the last time I had a pudding cup. Have you had one any time?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
6th grade?
Yeah. No, it's been more recent than that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it has been a while.
God. I keep it in the mic with my hat. I don't know. I'm just a basic vanilla guy. Just give me vanilla. I don't need...
I like the chocolate.
Okay, well, fair enough. You do... Okay.
Where were you going with that?
All right. Look. You take me away
Okay.
from serious bullshit. Let's go back to our what we're good at.
So I don't know what made me jump on this, but it says unsettling facts we learned this week that we wished we hadn't.
Oh, okay. This is what we used to do, and I like it better.
So I kind of sifted through them. There were some stupid ones, so I wanted to spare you some time. So I found a couple of them that were actually kind of interesting. So
I like it. All right.
So the first one was a gentleman by the name of Albert Fish.
That's easy for you to pronounce.
Albert Fish, yes.
Right.
He was a serial killer who would kidnap and cannibalize child victims.
Oh,
which is kind of shitty, but listen to this.
Yeah, nothing about that I want to hear.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay, go on.
After one of these incidents, he wrote a letter to the child's parents to tell them how good the child tasted.
Oh.
Is that creepy?
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's
Well, that's per the story. So maybe I am joking.
Man. No.
That's super fucking creepy.
I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, as a parent, especially,
yeah.
10 years ago, if we're sitting here and I don't have kids, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. But now I'm just like shivers.
Oh, yeah. Super fucking creepy.
What did he say they tasted like?
Oh, I didn't go that far.
Where was this guy? Did it say?
I actually didn't say. I was hoping it had a year on it. The picture of it makes it looks like it was a long time ago.
God, how do you track serial? How do you track these guys without?
Yeah, this is.
How do you know they're going to do this shit?
It's crazy.
Anyway, go ahead. Next one.
Next one was in 1876, so a few years ago. Chunks of meat.
You mean right after the Civil War?
There. Okay. Chunks of meat mysteriously fell from the sky over Kentucky in an incident that came to be known as the Kentucky meat shower.
Oh.
So the type of meat was never identified, although some locals tasted it to try to find out what type of meat it was.
What do you mean it was never identified?
They don't know what type of meat it was.
Seriously, you can't figure it out?
That's what it said.
No scientist in the world could figure out what...
It says popular theory as to, it was 1876, so I don't know.
Oh, well, that's true. All right.
One popular theory as to what caused it was that a flock of vultures had vomited over the area.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Is that disgusting or what?
And who knows what those guys ate?
Right?
Roadkill.
So, and the fact that people actually tried it to see it, that's even worse. When you think about that,
I missed that part.
Yeah, they were. That's what I said. They
tried to block that out.
Yeah, they were trying. Some people, some of the locals tasted it to see if they could tell what type of meat it was.
All right, thank you for those.
Are you hungry?
Not for meat.
No.
Something cheesy and bread and cheese.
Bread.
I don't need any meat until tomorrow. Okay, well those are good. Do you have any others?
No, that was the only ones I found that was actually kind of intriguing.
All right, let's do awareness real quick. Do you have anything tonight?
I do.
Oh, I was look. In my excitement, I've hit the mic 16 times tonight. I just every time I ask that, I expect a no.
So, as I'm looking here at our YouTube page, where we post plenty of videos on the show
that you
stuff
should
like that.
subscribe to. It's a
I
YouTube
did.
channel, by the way.
YouTube channel. I'm sorry.
Not you. The people here
People
should
here.
subscribe.
Okay. So I enjoy my flat bill hats. At some point or another, it became a thing to keep the stickers on the bill of the hat.
Yes. Why?
Why do we do that? All it shows is the size of the hat. I don't do that. All it shows is the size of the hat. What the fuck do you need to show people the size of your hat?
This is a good one because I have no clue.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And even some of them that have been on there so long, they start to
Yours
pill
would
up,
be like big.
and they were
Actually.
7.5. That's not just my hat size either. That's the size of the shoes I wear. I don't know what you're thinking about.
Yeah. You guys, our audience has a dirty mind.
Yeah. So anyway,
people leave those stickers on. Yeah,
that frustrates the shit out of me. I don't know what. And I was sitting at the gym, and these guys with their hats on and the fucking stickers, and still, I was like, why do we still have stickers? Why do you need a sticker on your fucking hat to show what store you bought it from, to show the size of it? What the fuck does it even matter?
No,
you know,
it doesn't. And I'm surprised that you and I have never actually talked about this because I've seen it, but it's almost like I ignore it.
It annoys the shit out of me.
And you're kind of in the middle because you wear flat-billed hats to begin with.
I do.
Is stupid.
I do.
As we see, I don't. I like the curve.
Well, you know what? And this is weird. So I too enjoyed the curve build hat, low profile.
The curve.
I do enjoy it, but this is weird, and maybe this is why I went more flat build than anything. I couldn't wear sunglasses with the curved bill hat. So it's like I would put the sunglasses on, the curved bill would be, and so I have to kind of push it up.
How big are the glasses, dude?
Well, they got to fit over this nose.
This will be a zoom in on the nose.
So yeah. Anyway, it's just like So I kind of started going more towards the flat bill because it worked with the glasses. I could keep it low. Anyway, so yeah, that was my reasoning behind it. So.
But you don't need the sticker letting everybody know.
I don't wear the fucking sticker.
Yeah, that's a good one. Any others?
No, I tear those stickers right off. So
good. That was
one really chapped my ass this time. So I really wanted to mention that.
Chapped your ass.
I was excited. So
okay, good. No, that's a good one. Mine are about cars and driving again.
Shit.
I just can't. There's not enough of them today. And when I have my kids in the car, it's worse because I'm just like, fuck you. And then I'm like,
shit.
I mean,
wait a minute. So when I said shit in front of the kids earlier,
there's a fork.
Fork you.
Yeah. Look, Trey, there's a reason that I cussed. You just came over and you start saying shit in front of my kids.
And it was
my oldest the other day walks in and he falls down. And he goes, shit.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I said, shit. I said, where'd you hear that? He goes, my friend at school. And
there we go.
I won't say his name.
Was it my fault?
And it just so happened that that my lovely wife and I went to dinner with his parents that weekend. Like we had gotten to know them, and we were like, hey, is your kid saying shit? Because our kid is claiming he's throwing him right under the bus.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't know where that came from. I'm like,
They're slapping the shit out of the kid when they get home. Come here, Billy. I'm going to whoop your ass. Don't be saying that shit around other kids.
It's interesting, though, because, he's just about to be 4, and you're going, how is he picking up on this already?
Yeah.
I thought I had a few more years. Anyway, so mine tonight.
Next is going to be gangster rap.
God. No. He still asks for corn every time we get in the car.
Uncle Trey is going
to
introduce him to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
He's going to be like, you're an old man.
Tupac.
Of course, corn wasn't much after that, but I'll go with the basic one first. You know what? Why is it that I pull into a parking lot at a grocery store or another type of store, and I sit in and I pull into the parking lot? Every car around me, someone's just sitting there in their car with their phone. It's like, oh, where can I go to play on my phone and do whatever I need to do?
Yeah.
Oh, let me go park and take up spaces. I've gone into the grocery store and come out, and 3 of the 5 people are still in the car
on their phones.
On their phones, and they're next to me, and so I'm like, "Are you gonna get out? Should I come in? What should we do? And it becomes this awkward situation.
Yeah.
What are you sitting in your car for in the parking lot? Go somewhere else.
Playing on your phone, yeah.
Go away. I'm not talking about far out parking spots. I'm talking about like right in front of the store.
Well,
And you're sitting there for 45 minutes.
Is it possible that maybe somebody's in the store and they're just waiting on them?
You think that 5 out of 5. That's
Are they
the situation.
men? Are they women?
They are all of the above, Trey. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Somehow people pull in, they go, I need to take care of a bunch of shit before I go shop. And they're just on their phone. And it becomes, I don't know why it bothers me, but it does.
Yeah, I don't know why it bothers you either.
Moving on. So you're one of those people.
No, I'm just, I guess I don't notice it. I don't know.
I'm going to see you in the parking lot.
What does piss me off is when somebody feels the need that they have to drop somebody off right at the front of the store and take their sweet fucking time.
Well, sure.
They want to talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Let them out. Oh, don't forget this.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute, come back. And you're sitting there having to wait to get past them. Anyway, so yeah. What's your next?
The other one is the biggest, is my big issue.
Uh-oh.
And that's
Bring it.
when you block the intersection at a red light.
See if I do that.
If you're going and the light turns red and you can see the cars have stacked up and now you're going to go and now you're in the intersection.
I've done that, yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised because you back into your parking spots.
Yes.
You dick. Today, I almost got hit by 4 cars.
Oh, shit.
Because with my kid,
Yeah.
picking him up from school in an intersection because, my wife's not listening.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Because one car blocked my way to go straight through.
Oh, okay.
Because he decided that he was too good to stop and leave the intersection open when it was apparent that there was a car there.
Right.
So he blocked my way, so I couldn't get around him. And so finally, when everybody else to my left had kind of gone, I tried to go back behind him and around. But at that point, the light was turning red.
Oh, shit.
Other cars were coming from this way. Other cars were coming from that way. This guy is just still sitting there. Even though the other cars have moved up, he's still sitting. He's like on his phone.
Was it older gentleman or just
I think he's
just not paying attention?
probably 40s or 50s. I mean,
okay.
not old.
So
but
just
like,
an asshole.
Yeah, just an idiot. I mean, just doesn't care. Awareness of self-aware. I mean, he just defined it. I sat there today and I was like, I mean, I could have been hit by, and again, we're in the intersection. Nobody would have been hurt, but who knows? You slam into the side where my kid sits and something happens.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, you go, if you see the lights turning yellow/red and that there's a car right there at the back of that area,
Yeah.
you don't need to go and block the intersection.
Right.
It seems pretty basic.
You would think. People are just stupid behind
Because of one car, it caused this cluster. Everyone's honking. People are pissed. I'm trying to get around this way.
And he's
whatever.
just hanging out on his
and
phone.
he's sitting there. He's in the middle of the intersection. Sitting there fucking probably masturbating.
He's trying to live longer.
He's trying to live longer. Fair enough. But anyway, that was mine because it happened today, and I said, you know what? We need a show tonight. It's going on there, and don't block intersections, idiots.
Yeah,
it's that simple. Don't block
smart,
the
yeah.
intersections.
I do have one that I can't believe I forgot about this one, but yeah, it was brought to my attention, and maybe this will help men out when it comes to arguments. Whether or not we win an argument is not whether or not, or doesn't matter if we're right or wrong. And I found that out in a discussion with my girlfriend. She advised me that whether or not I win an argument does not matter if I'm right or wrong. It matters what type of mood she's in. If she's in a good mood, I may win the argument. If she's in a bad mood, I don't win the argument.
That makes me angry.
Yeah. So I found that out. So maybe that's for a lot of guys though. So it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It just matters what kind of mood the woman's in. So,
well, look.
I thought it was kind of funny at first. So, but then I'm starting to think, shit.
Every ounce of me right now, even I've got the angel on one shoulder, and the devil on the other is saying, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
The angel is saying, "Shut up."
Yeah.
The devil's going, "Go ahead and do this." and what the devil is telling me to do is to say that I completely understand.
Yeah.
Because my wife,
I was curious where you're going.
if she's in a mood, I might as well just not talk.
Yeah.
And everybody, I mean, look, people can relate to this. This isn't a big. If I posted this on, I guarantee this might get our most comments.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be butthurt. It'd be a bunch of men going, "I get it.
I understand.
I'm with you, bro." And that's what it is. I mean, it really is about the wife's mood. And why is that?
I don't know. It shouldn't. I mean, that's not fair. You know, whether or not we're right or wrong. Every once in a while, I've been right. And
Every once in a while.
I'm not going to lie. There's been a few times, obviously with my current girlfriend and in past relationships where I've heard, "You know what, you were right." And I acted like I did.
You've heard that?
Well, I acted like I didn't hear it. And I said, "What'd you say?"
Well, of course.
So I can
you
hear
have
that
to do
shit
that.
again.
Just keep going.
Yeah. What was that?
No, wait. Hold on.
I didn't hear that.
Something is in my ear.
Hold on. Let me
One more time.
say that.
One more time.
Hold on. Let me turn on my recording on my phone here so I can make that my new ringtone.
Hold on. Here's a megaphone.
Yeah.
And a balcony.
Yell it loud.
Let's go yell it.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's a good. That's funny.
Hopefully that helps our guy listeners.
Yeah, I think that. Look, I love all of our women listeners. In fact, it's back. Look, Trey, it's back and forth. I'm not joking with you. Every day it's different. Every day it's like 52% female and whatever.
That's crazy to me.
Today it was 56% male, and they're taking over, and it's back and forth. I love it. Keep it going, both of you guys. Who's gonna win this battle?
Right.
Tell your friends.
Both male and female.
For the sex, for the gender, for whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You need to win this battle.
Whatever the theys, the thems.
Those days, then listen to the show, and any show counts. Go back to the early show.
Yeah.
They count. And so, but I feel like our men listeners in this case are going to bond with us here, and they're going to say, I get these guys. Yeah. They understand me.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this happened to me yesterday. This, I don't have to think far.
Should we give a disclaimer that if you're listening with your significant other close by, please turn the volume down?
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know I can't think of any dude that's going to be listening to us with their
significant other.
Maybe. I think that'd be cool. Maybe that'll be our thing.
Yeah.
Couples listen to us because we give great advice.
Exactly. We give advice.
Which is ladies, lay off, and
yeah.
Anyway, that's all. That's all I got for self-awareness. Yeah. I feel like, and I say that's all I have. Yet, I swear to you, Trey, that 5 times a day I'm like, this is going on in the segment.
Yes. Yeah.
And I forget it, or I don't write it down.
Bad with that.
Which only inspires me to be more aware.
Yes.
Of the awareness of self-awareness.
For the show.
For the show.
Damn it.
Somebody walks by in a store and like cuts me off. I'm like, you're going on the show.
You're awareness, self-awareness right here.
You fuck. And yeah. So anyway.
Come listen, subscribe.
Yeah.
Comment.
That's all I got tonight, right?
Yeah. Follow. Everything.
Look, get on anywhere that you like to listen to podcasts. We're there.
Yeah. Come check us out.
Follow it.
Or not check us out.
Check us out. Yeah, check us out.
Well, they're checking us out right now if they're hearing this.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
So
we never told you that this was an intelligent. This is come check us out. YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscriptions are starting to roll, and comment if you want.
Absolutely.
Don't force yourself into the butthurt comment of the week, but
Or do.
you just do what you feel.
We have
do what
thick
you
skin.
feel.
Yeah.
And go. Our host is Spotify, and go onto Spotify and hit like or hit follow.
Subscribe.
It's
comment.
very easy for this one. Enjoy it, and we'll see you for the next one.
Later.
Love you guys.
Later. I love the looks on your face when we get to this point. But I've got nothing, man.
What would John Daly do with a pair of chopsticks on the golf course?
Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
You're usually good at this. I handled it tonight.
You got it.
See you guys.